This is Fieldsports Channel News. An MP has issued a warning about government plans for gun licensing in the UK. Speaking at the Carter Jonas Game Fair Theatre, Tory MP Sir Geoffrey Clifton Brown, who chairs the all-party parliamentary group for shooting and conservation, warned about government plans to merge shotgun certificates with firearm certificates. He says a consultation which will take place in the autumn will allow the government to do that unless shooters resist it.
It does mean that you're going to have two sponsors, you're going to have an area of land which you can shoot over, you're going to have to list all the ammunition that you've got, you're going to have to lock up the ammunition, you're going to have to take your certificate every time you want to buy some ammunition. So I think that bureaucracy, and of course it'll be a lot more expensive because it's a lot more expensive.
And at a time when police forces can't cope.
So that, I think, is one of the most dangerous things. And I mean, Bass have come up with some really horrific figures of the number of shooting people that will fall off as a result of that.
Prime Minister Sir Keir Starmer had to look on in embarrassed silence as President Donald Trump made the case for ditching his flagship family farm tax. Trump was on a visit to Scotland when he held a press conference and said this.
Well, we ended the estate tax. There is no estate tax on farmers. So when a parent leaves their farm, because again, a lot of these farms, they don't make a lot of money, but it's a way of life, and they love their way of life, and they love that dirt. That dirt is the most beautiful thing they've ever seen. They love it. I mean, they're farmers. They love doing it. They don't know how to do anything else, but they don't want to do anything else.
Thieves have taken around £30,000 worth of air rifles and other equipment from a shooting ground. Polarwood Shooting Ground near Brighton in Sussex was victim of a break-in during which 25 Viroc break-barreled air rifles, air rifle pellets, an extendable pole saw, a chainsaw, a strimmer, a leaf blower and £1,000 worth of food and drink from the tea hut were stolen. Anyone offered a Viroc break-barrel airgun, please check where it comes from and report it if you're in doubt. Detectives have charged 25 people as part of an ongoing investigation into poaching and violent disorder. The incidents took place across Cambridgeshire in January. Police have now arrested a total of 43 adults with one juvenile voluntarily interviewed. Of those, 25 have been charged with a combination of 39 offences, including attending poaching, making off without payment, theft from a shop and driving offences. They will appear in court in September. A further 13 people have been issued with community protection warnings and 4 people with community protection notices. A Scottish ganet hunt is back. Young northern ganet chicks will be harvested this autumn on a remote Hebridean islet for the first time in 4 years. Permission has been given for the Cougar hunt, which is Scotland's last surviving legal hunt of seabird chicks. It returns to Silurska after a 3-year break imposed over concerns about bird flu. Scammers are targeting hunters with spoofed outfitter websites. Hunting operators say scammers have cloned their websites to steal thousands of dollars from hunters in deposits for hunts that do not exist. These outfitters learned that this was happening when hunters began contacting them about the hunts they thought they'd arranged. Angola has reopened for sport hunting. In a boost for conservation in southern Africa, Angola is officially open to sport hunting once again. The country announced the news in the 2025 Dallas Safari Club Summer Expo. Tim Pilby is selling the rabbiting Land Rover, which you can drive from the roof. In his first film with Fieldsports Channel, we featured Tim using his custom vehicle back in 2010. Now he's put it on the market. Speaking from his home in East Sussex, here is Tim selling it hard.
It's on quite wide flotation tyres. They're all absolutely knackered. They're perished. Hasn't been used for like 10 years, guys. So it is in a pretty poor state of repair. It's got to go. My pride and joy, it's got to go because I'm building a new barn. So if you want it, give us a shout and let's see what we can do. But here it is, ready to go.
Fond memories, and if you are interested, you can contact Tim via his Facebook page. And finally, a Devonshire seaside pub has found a way of keeping seagulls at bay. On the bar, you will find the Seagull gun, a water pistol. The Ferry Inn has, of course, attracted criticism from the RSPB, but local tourism bosses are praising it. You are now up to date with Fieldsports Channel News. Stalking the stories, fishing for facts.